Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we have the first round of the new Interserver arena matches, guys. And this time around we have 25 matches and we got 25 wins. However, guys, I think I recorded only 24 of them. But yeah, who cares, guys? Who cares? These are all wins, so yeah, that's a big spoiler here. But I want to show you how I clipped most of them. I think out of the 25 matches I have clipped maybe 23 or so. So guys, this didn't take much time, and given that now they are half the matches, this was pretty fast. So as you can see, guys, this team basically wants to warranty the reset on the Triana here so that we can actually kill almost everything with our Alicia and with our Tiana, guys. So yeah, as you know, the second skill of Tiana has been buffed, so she's built on a sort of mildly fast swift set, but it has crit damage and it has attack on slot 6, so she deals a ton of damage since she will always crit with her second skill if the enemies don't have any buffs. Now against this one, since I don't have to reset a specific target, I'm going with Lure. However, guys, I made a huge mistake because usually against this kind of team, instead of going for Tiana, I go for Chiwu, since you know, guys, I need to buff block the Halfas here. However, we still can win this. Because yeah, there are ways around Halfas. And guys, remember that your Lure can deal tons of damage as mine did, because you can build him on triple attack on a swift set and give him speed enough to go before your units, and Lure is amazing because he can patch up the defense breaks that your Galleon misses. So the chances of your team missing defense breaks if you have both Galleon and Lure are very small. And of course, then you can use your Alicia to destroy the enemies, because Alicia got her buff, and if she kills something with her skill 3, then you know her skill 2 will wipe the floor, will wipe anything that's left alive. But of course, using the second skill can be wiser most of the time, because you want to guarantee yourself a crit. Now guys, for this one we are running the usual Shimite, Bernard, Bastet, Lucian. And of course, we will be facing a ton of defenses like this one. And of course, my Bernard is really fast so that I can outspeed the lower base speed Claras, given that, of course, their base speed is lower and my runes are mostly better than the enemies. Most of the time, guys, most of the time, my speed runes are faster than the enemies. So I can actually get 9% less leader skill, which means about 9 to 10 less speed and overall, you know, but given that the base speed of my unit is higher, then you know that actually balances out and allows me to outspeed even though my speed leader is lower. That's what I run on most of the offenses when I use this team on regular arena as well, when I face this team on regular arena. And of course, whenever I don't see some math, I try to go for Alicia as well, since you know we can use the third skill, kill the Perna, and then wipe them out with the second kill. Now against this one we are running Kaki, so you know we can do a ton of AoE damage here. That's the goal, and we were lucky enough to defense break them all, and of course we used Lure to actually deal damage and push them back, and we didn't kill everyone, but we were so lucky that we actually got the proc with Kaki and we got rid of one of the healers, and now we can actually get rid of the Dark Fairy King. So yeah, maybe picking this team was not the wisest choice, and maybe I would have done better if I went for Alicia instead of going for Kaki here, guys. You know, you have to try and learn, but yeah, I think that maybe going for Alicia would have been wiser. However, the second skill Alicia, even though it will have crit, it deals damage based on the enemy speed, so I don't know how fast they were, and they did not have a speed lead. So yeah, that wouldn't have been too convenient. I don't know, guys, but the good thing is that we ended up winning this one. And right here we want to use Ganymede because, you know guys, Ganymede will warranty us a reset on the Triana. You can usually go for Chompong as well, but you know guys, there are a ton of chances of your Chompong not to be able to reset the Triana. And if he doesn't, then you can't 100% safely win this. However, here, since we did land the reset and we are sure that the Perna will die to our skill 3, we can use the skill 3 and then destroy them with skill 2, and of course we wipe them out. And with the skill 2 of Tiana, we can actually finish them off. And right here guys, I think the odds of us losing is below 15% or so. And why is that guys? Well, because the enemy Juno has to actually proc the strip with her second skill, which is not a 100% strip. Then she has to actually strip my will rune on Tiana, which has, let's say, an 85% chance of happening. Then she has to actually proc a despair stun, which has a 25% chance of happening. So that's the 85% of 25%, and then an 80% upon that. So yeah guys, I think that's way below 20%. I think it's between 15 and 20%. So yeah, I decided to risk it guys, because anything other than Tiana, any other stun than Tiana, well, we can patch it up with our Tiana's third skill. We don't care about that. So we could actually wake everyone up and do our thing, even though they outspeed us. And of course, for that to happen, they will have to outspeed us as well, which doesn't happen all the time, but you know guys, my own Juno can actually outspeed my Tiana with a speed lead, of course. And well, here guys, this is one of the only, I think, 1 or 2 matches where I used a non-cleave team. And yeah, that's because the enemy doesn't have a single threat and I don't want to risk the odds of failing anything, failing defense breaks, and you know, and losing one match that's already won. Given that this time around they were 25 matches, then guys, I wanted to make this quick. But my main concern was to make it safe. So that's why I went for this team, got rid of the only threat on the enemy team, and then we can get rid of the main healer and kill them one by one, guys. This will be incredibly easy since they don't have anything that can be a threat to us now that we took out the Bison. However, the Bison wasn't a threat either, since we have mostly water units here and the wind unit that we have is really tanky. And guys, I don't know why they are running this kind of defense in Interserver Arena. However, I highly appreciate it. And of course, that defense can win if the Leo takes 3 turns. If Leo takes 3 turns on turn 1 or maybe 4 turns, then he can kill my Megan and therefore he will win. However guys, you know, the odds of that happening are really low. And yeah, he will have had to take 4 turns. However, he did not, he only took 2. So here we are, we can destroy him. We kill 2 units and they come back to life. However, we can finish them off with our Bale here. Nothing much to tell you about that, guys. And this one's amazing. We're running Chompong, guys, here, and you know, Chompong is a very nice unit to actually try to clip things. However, this time around Galleon decided to fail on half of the enemies and 3 of them resisted the pushback from Ganymede. So yeah, the idea, guys, was to push them back with Ganymede and then land a 3-turn reset on Champong, or a 2-turn reset on Champong, sorry. And yeah, we did not, guys, we did not. That was really bad for us. And now we are in a very tough spot. However, Ganymede can reset Champong and prevent them from taking turns. However, I think they have a million resistance, because, you know, what's happening right now is not usual, guys. It's not usual. They should have a ton of resistance, or maybe it's RNG, guys. RNG happens. However, we are facing one single enemy, and we destroyed him with the skill that can't glance on units that don't have buffs. So yeah, that's how amazing Tiana is now, guys. And against this one, we run the exact same comp that we usually do, because that's the same enemy that we usually face, guys. They replaced the Nana with a Molly here. So yeah, things can go extremely wrong, or they can go well, since the odds of landing glancing hits thanks to Molly's passive are only 15%. So yeah, that went quite well. And this time around, guys, I go for Champong instead of going for Shimite, because I want to have more attack on my Lucian so that my Lucian deals more damage and I don't fall for the Nemesis. And of course, I want to deal some damage with Champong, and I was able to control their attack bars. However, guys, I should have lost this one. I did not, because the enemies weren't on wheel runes, but if they were on wheel runes, then I would have lost that match. Maybe that match I should have gone for something like a Fire Blasting, and then run a tankier Lucian, a fatter Lucian, and, you know, deal more damage. And of course, guys, we are running again and again against this kind of defense, but it allows you to look at how successful my offense is against those. I win most of the fights against those ones. And guys, of course, I forgot to tell you, but I am on Conqueror 2 rank. Here I'm a little bit higher than last season, but the defenses here have been really easy to take, guys. Easy to cleave. And against this one, we are going to cleave again. But we're going to run Alicia here, because, you know, why not? I don't see Samath, so I try to run Alicia when I don't see a Samath. However, guys, sometimes I do see Samath. So now I decided to switch out Bastet for a Draco, so that my Alicia doesn't get this pair stunned by the Samath coming back to life, and that way I can make sure that I can use 2 skills with Alicia, and using 2 skills with Alicia means that I can actually kill the full enemy team. That's what I thought, and guys, I was lucky enough for this Samath not to hit me too hard, and I landed a defense buff on Alicia. So yeah, it will be much better if I did have wheel runes on Alicia. However, I can't make her stats as good as I want them to be with wheel runes instead of going for my blade set. So yeah, that's something that I should keep in mind for the future. However, my Alicia deals a ton of damage right now, and I want to keep her as she is. So yeah, and of course she's fast enough not to get cut. And here we went for Ganymede because we wanted to reset the healer here, the Abilio. And now we are facing a tough choice. Do I go for the AoE attack or do I go for the second skill? And I went for the AoE and I did not kill. However, I managed to freeze one unit. And the odds of you freezing are really high, guys, if the enemies don't have high resistance. However, you can't focus on accuracy on your Alicia, since it's really hard to land every single stat on a unit. So yeah, guys, maybe you can actually go for some accuracy, reduce your crit rate, and rely on actually landing the freezes instead of killing the enemies, so that you can get another turn and then have high crit damage. And of course, your second skill will always crit, since you are running Tiana with Alicia. That's something that you can keep in mind, guys, as well. And for this one, I killed a unit, so I got a turn and destroyed the enemy team. Alicia is amazing, guys, you already know that. And Lure, guys, don't look down on Lure. Lure is a great unit for anything that you can play. Of course, he's rating in Siege as well to cleave the enemies, and he's right here. And remember, I gave my Lure attack percent slot 2, attack percent slot 4, and attack percent slot 6 as well on a Swift set. And I gave him perfect accuracy, complementing that with artifacts, and he's amazing, guys. He deals a ton of damage, and of course he goes right after Galleon, so I can maximize the damage he deals. It will be ideal to be on violent runes, however you will have to give him a crazy violence set for that to happen. So yeah, and for this one we are incorporating Charlotte because we don't want to allow the enemies to move, and we want our Tiana to be safely taking a turn after the rest of my team takes a turn as well. So we were able to destroy everything, but even though Abilio got a full attack bar, I got a turn with Tiana. However, I wasn't strong enough to actually kill the Abilio. So that will be troublesome, guys, that will be troublesome. However, we have a full team moving, and we actually were able to destroy them. So yeah, guys, that was amazing. I love this comp, and that's why we are running it again in one of my final matches. And this defense seems annoying, however we don't care that the Wu's outspeed, of course, and that's what we actually rather happening, because you know, that way our Wusa is much easier to push back and to reset so that he doesn't use his second skill. So yeah, this defense wasn't strong and we destroyed it. But you know, if Galleon happens to miss every single defense break, then things could have been much more complicated. And against this one, we are running Ganymede because we want to make sure to reset the Triana, sorry. And of course, we want to land the pushbacks. The pushbacks are very important for this one. We were able to dodge the stun from the monkey, so now we use second skill. Since they have speed lead, it deals a ton of damage, and same goes for the second skill of Tiana. So now we're facing the Molly 4-on-1, so we will eventually destroy her. And I left this defense for last because I find it extremely annoying, guys, but I went for the exact same team because I don't want to allow them to move. And of course we will be wasting the passive of that Lightning Emperor with the first attacks of both Charlotte and Champong, so that the enemies will have 0 attack bars and we will be able to actually use the second skill of Tiana to start killing units. We did not manage to kill anything, but we will be taking a turn before they do, and we got rid of the monkey, which was the main threat, and of course we got to reset the Wusa, which was very important as well. Now we can get rid of the Bison and leave the Emperor for last, since we won't be buffing with Galleon anymore. He will not be doing anything this match. And that's how, guys, we went 25 wins in the first round of this new Interserver match, guys. And well, I will show you my defense, but instead of going Carnal, I went with Vanessa here, and I got 1 win out of 24 matches, which I don't really like. That's why I switch out Vanessa and switch in Carnal for the next round, guys. I don't like having only 1 win because I'm rank 12 even though I won my 25 offenses, and I don't like that. I could have been rank 1 here. So guys, thank you very much for watching this, and I really hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye.